Yeah, a lot from Police Commissioner Jessica Tisch today in front of the City Council. She says it would be nice to have more police officers, but understand the city's in a budget crisis. She also says she's working to rein in overtime spending, which historically exceeds $1 billion a year at the NYPD. But let's begin with that news from the Trump administration apparently cutting counterterrorism funding to the city.
It is a direct threat to the NYPD's ability to maintain and enhance critical counterterrorism and intelligence operations in New York City.
NYPD Commissioner Jessica Tisch issued that dire warning as part of testimony on the police budget in front of the City Council. She says if the more than $42 million in security grants are not restored by the Trump administration, New Yorkers and the country will be in greater danger. Tisch says the terror threat, especially with the war in Iran, is not going away.
And it is clear that we will be in a heightened state of alert for the foreseeable future.
But most of the commissioner's testimony was about the number of officers on the streets. She says the NYPD headcount has been stabilized at around 35,000 uniformed officers. Tisch pointed to strong recruitment efforts to replace retiring officers last year, but faced tough questions about Mayor Zohran Mamdani's decision to cancel additional recruiting classes this year.
How many officers would you need to bring major felony crime back down to the pre-pandemic levels?
In a realistic world of limited resources, I believe that the 35,000 number that we are at now is strong.
There also continues to be a lot of NYPD overtime, which historically has been under budgeted but routinely approaches $1 billion a year. Tisch says she's working to control overtime, but already this fiscal year, which ends in June, the department has spent more than $600 million, on pace for another $1 billion year. The commissioner says inflation and state funding for extra subway patrols explains some of that, though she insists new systems put in place beginning in January of 2025 are already controlling costs for taxpayers.
Basically, as far as I can tell, before last January, overtime was not being managed at the New York City Police Department.
And there was really a lot happening at this hearing, including a discussion of violent crime statistics, which are generally improving in the city, and hate crimes against Jewish and Muslim New Yorkers, which the commissioner admitted was an area of big concern. The commissioner also says conversations around the mayor's plan for a Department of Community Safety have really shifted into high gear, targeting the 90,000 or so nonviolent mental health calls that the NYPD has to deal with every year.
And that's a department that will help with those homeless encounters.
Yeah, homelessness and mental health are the main two focus areas there.
Did we get a reaction from DHS at all to all this?
We reached out, and normally we get a pretty quick reaction with them pushing back against allegations like this, notably crickets today.